Hi again, Gregg of the News Tribune here at the backyard COVID-19 office at home in the Roosevelt section of Seattle. Well, the Seahawks do it again. They make a huge splash move on the eve of training camp. Last year it was Jadeveon Clowney right at the end of the preseason. Now it's Jamal Adams. A huge trade, mammoth cost, the NFL and Seahawks standard, unprecedented cost in Seahawks standards. 2 first-round picks traded to the Jets along with Bradley McDougald, one of the most dependable tacklers and defenders the last few years, to New York for Jamal Adams. 24 years old, all-pro safety, considered one of the best in the league. Well, why'd they do it? Well, one, Seattle was 26th in the NFL in total defense last year after being 11th the year before. They were 27th against the pass. Now, a large reason of that was their pass rush, second worst in the league last year. Only Miami had fewer sacks. And the pass rush not getting a quarterback exposed weaknesses in the back end. Tedrick Thompson failed at safety trying to replace the departed Earl Thomas at the beginning of last year. Failed so much so the Seahawks went out and traded for Quandre Diggs with Detroit in October, and then they immediately put Thompson on IR and then released him. They gave up huge plays in the middle of the defense early in the season. They get Diggs, short some of that up. McDougald was the safety in front of Diggs for the most of the end of the last season. But they needed to get better in the secondary overall. Adams, one of the best safeties, maybe the best safety in the NFL right now. And he comes relatively cheaply for this year. His base salary is only $820,000. It's the 4th year of his rookie contract with the Jets. The Seahawks actually saved in salary cap about $1.8 million versus McDougald in the swap for just this year. Now, of course, the higher cost is next year, $9.8 million, a 5th-year option year of the contract for Adams the Jets had already exercised. But the longer-term cost, giving up 2 first-round picks, Seattle has never done that before. First time in franchise history, 2 first-round picks for 1 veteran player. And, of course, they need to re-sign Jamal Adams. This trade will not work, no matter how good Adams is this year, if they don't re-sign Adams beyond his contract ending after 2021. And I think they're going to do that not this year, but next. I think their strategy here is to ride the relative break they get in the salary cap with the low base salary for Adams this year and go out and get another pass rusher they need. Jadeveon Clowney is still in play. He's waiting to see if team facilities open and he can go out and get more physicals from other teams to leverage the offer he's had for months from Seattle. But I think a 1-year deal still makes sense for him this late in the game entering August, and a 1-year deal makes a lot of sense for Seattle, where he's most familiar and who they want him back for. He can try free agency again next year. We'll see where that goes. But the Seahawks aren't done, is my point, to upgrade the pass rush. No matter how good Adams in the secondary is, I mean, the Legion of Boom was at its boomiest when the Seahawks had swarms of pass rushers getting quarterbacks to throw the ball earlier than they want to. How the Seahawks are going to work, it looks like, on the field with Adams. To me, this is exactly how Carroll wants to play his safeties, interchangeably, by the down, by the position. Really, since Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor were done, really 2017, Thomas's last healthy season with Seattle. Since then, Carroll has sought safeties that could really be interchangeable with each other. Not a true free safety, strong safety, but could change, mix and match depending on down distance and opposing receivers on the field. And now they have that. Diggs is more of a center field free safety, yes, and the history with the Jets says that Adams is more of a strong safety. I don't expect Adams to be a linebacker type against the run that Chancellor was in this defense. I think Adams has more versatility that Carroll will want to exploit. Play him outside against some receivers, inside against some slot receivers and tight ends, play him up near the line of scrimmage sometimes against the run. And oh, by the way, rush the passer with him. He's blitzed, Adams has 159 times in the last 30 games, more than 5 times a game. 6.5 sacks last year would have led the Seahawks by plenty. Rasheem Green was the team leader with 4. So I expect Carroll and defensive coordinator Ken Norton Jr. to use Adams to come after quarterbacks more than he's used safeties on blitzes in the past. So look for Carroll and Norton to employ more of an interchanging Diggs and Adams back there in the safety than they were certainly able to last year, early in the season, especially with the now gone Tedrick Thompson. This deal, though, again, does not make any sense if they can't re-sign Adams. It's probably going to be $16 million a year to do that, and that's something that they may be in. They have pretty good salary cap situation next year, $153 million committed. Russell Wilson and Bobby Wagner, of course, just signed last year. They're signed well past 2021. KJ Wright's $11 million contract comes off the books as his contract ends after this year. So they're in position next year, which is when Snyder normally has given his veterans their extensions with a year left on a deal. They're in position to give Adams his money he wants next year, and it could take $16 million or more a year to do it. Huge cost, yes. It would make only sense to Seattle if they can sign Adams beyond 2021. Training camp starts on Tuesday, one like no other. And training camp doesn't really start. Players are going to go get a COVID-19 test in Renton right outside the building, and then go back home or to their hotel for 3 days and wait on a second test on day 4. If they pass a second COVID-19 test, only then will they be allowed in the team facility to start strength and conditioning work. Practice is not expected to start until around August 12th, and those won't be in pads. The first padded practice, August 16th. The Pro Football Writers of America tell me I may not see the Seahawks on the field in the media until August 16th, and even then I'll be getting tested, and that's if I'm in one of the categories of 10 writers a day that get to watch practice. It's a crazy year. I don't know how they're going to pull it off. We'll see. All that's on the newstribune.com and at GBellSeattle. Thanks for watching.